Hey everyone, welcome back to Wealth Up. Let's dive into February's financial update. We'll be looking at my spending, my net worth, and how I'm progressing with my financial goals this year. Good news! The fence repair from the hurricane damage is finally complete. It's great to have that project wrapped up, but of course, it came with the final cost. It's a relief to have that part of the recovery behind me. Also, I decided to take up a new hobby this month. It's something I've been wanting to try for a while, and I'm really excited about it. Naturally, that involved purchasing some gear and supplies. It's important to balance enjoying life with financial responsibility. So let's see how this impacted my budget. Let's break down the rest of my spending for February. We'll look at the usual categories and see how the fence repair and new hobby expenditures fit into the overall picture. Did I stick to my budget elsewhere? Now let's take a look at my net worth. Did the completed repair and new hobby, how has it been affected? We'll analyze the numbers and see if there were any significant changes. Now let's jump into the spreadsheet and take a closer look at my spending. This month, I received 2 paychecks of $3,661. I rolled over $138 from January, and I transferred $8,374 from my Ally sinking fund. Adding all of this up brings the income to $15,836.88. In investments and savings, I added 2,500 automated investments into my brokerage account. I set aside $1,000 for my loan repayment, added $1,000 into my emergency fund, and set aside $600 for tax and insurance. In the fixed payments category, I had my mortgage for $1,100, electricity for $30, gas for $40, water for $66, internet for $40, and my student loans for $200. In the varying categories, I spent $583 in the fund money category. Here I targeted $600 total, leaving me with $16 remaining. In home expenses, I spent $526. Here I overspent by $26.98. Most of this coming from buying things for around the house. With the weather starting to warm up a bit where I live, I've had to buy things for lawn care and maintenance around the yard. In self-care, I spent $95.82. Here I allocated $150, leaving me with $54.18 left to spend. In the medical section, I spent $187.52. My target spend was $200, leaving me with $12.48 left to spend. In travel, I did not spend any money in the section, but I added $1,000 into my sinking fund. Let me correct this mistake. I did not have any expenses for the rental property, and I had to pay $8,374 for the fence repair. Adding all of my spending up for the month brings the total to $12,012. I invested and saved $3,800, and after accounting for the income and all of the expenses, it left me with $24.80 left to spend. Let's update the spending plan. Okay, this is all updated and all of the money is accounted for. I will add the rollover into March. Now let's move on to my net worth. For those of you new to the channel, net worth is a measure of your financial health where it takes into account all of your debts or liabilities and subtracts that from everything you own of value or your assets. For me, my liabilities include my mortgages on my primary residence and a rental property, student loans, a loan that I took out from work to cover the fence repair that I mentioned earlier, and in assets, I have the 2 houses, my car, my investments, and cash. In the month of February, my mortgage balance totaled $307,525. My student loans were $9,075, and the work loan is still $10,000. Adding all of this up brings the total debts that I had as of February to $326,600. Now let's move on to the assets. The value of the 2 properties totals $484,000. My car is still $11,700, and my investments totaled $645,000. In cash, I have $38,600. Adding up the value of all of the assets totals $1,174,000. To calculate my net worth, I will subtract the value of the liabilities from the assets. This brings my net worth as of February 2025 to $852,761. Moving forward, I'll be focusing on balancing my new hobby costs with long-term financial goals. It's important to find a balance between enjoying life and staying on track. What new hobbies have you taken up lately? How are you navigating unexpected expenses? Share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.